Hey folks, welcome back to Jerome Bee Farm and Homestead. This video is going to be inspecting these two tall hives here, number 20 and 24, for swarm cells and possibly doing some splits. So these are the last two I have to do in the yard. I've done all the rest, and I have some extra space down here on the stand. So let's get going and look in here and see what we find. Okay, somehow I lifted that off without grabbing that excluder. I usually try and lift that up with it. So I see a huge population of bees in here. So you can see every crack between every frame is just completely full. So that's what you want to see, a nice strong hive. Hopefully they're not about to swarm though. And I see drones, but I don't see any swarm cells yet. Get them bees to go back up so we can see what we're looking at. There may be a queen cell right here. Right here. May have been one right there. There's definitely one right there. There's one right here. But there's so many bees in here, they haven't swarmed yet. That's pretty certain of that. This one looks like it may have been opened. So we've got two right here. So I'm going to clean up this bottom drone brood. Just going to clean this here up. That'll go to the chickens. And I want to try and find that queen up here. First thing I want to do is move this box over here behind me so I can get them separated. Okay, we're gonna tilt this bottom up too and see what we find down there. No swarm cells or anything down there. So we're gonna go through here real quick and look for the queen. If I find her, I will pull her out. A lot of drones in here. A lot of pollen on this frame here. They don't like it when that wind hits them. It's a capped brood. It's really windy today. More capped brood on here. It's a nice strong hive. No queen. This is some capped brood on it that's mostly emerged except out on the edges. This has young larvae on it. Right, and there's the larva, white. A lot of capped larvae there, capped brood. Looks like we maybe have a couple of queen cells right there trying to form. There's a lot of bees on this frame. This is a queen frame here. Fresh laid eggs. Nope. Maybe she's on the last one. If not, we got to go through the top. I don't see her, so I've either missed her or she's in the top. Last two I found have been in the bottom, so that's why I started in the bottom first. Okay, let's get this put back together and get over there and look at that one. Bummer. Notice how I scoot all those over at one time? The way you're not moving frame by frame with the chance of smashing bees or smashing your queen. Okay. Let's get over here and look at this one. So, whether or not I find the queen in here, this fourth frame, let's see, from the left, this one here has two nice capped queen cells on it. One over here has two or three that aren't quite done yet. So I'm going to take that fourth frame and make a nuke with that, a nuke split. I'll take 3 frames of bees and some honey pollen and make a little nuke over here. So I'm going to go get me a nuke box whether I find her or not. So I'm going to run and get that and then we'll get started here. Okay, there's our nuke box. I really like the demeanor of these bees. They're nice and calm compared to some I've been dealing with here lately. Okay, frame I'm interested in taking is right here. So I'm going to start on this side and work my way over towards it. Nectar. And lots of pollen here and nectar. So since I got pollen and nectar right there, I'm going to go ahead and put that in this nuke box because I'm going to need one of those. looking for the queen. Got drone brood around the bottom, and we got larvae uncapped in this rainbow area here. So she's been on this not too long ago. So here's a brood frame with pollen. So I definitely want this cap brood. I'm going to take it. Oh, look at that nice laid up fresh yellow capped brood. It looks yellow when it's a brand new drawn out frame. Man, I wish she was on that. Oh, there she is, marked red. We're taking her. Okay. So we've got our 2 frames of bees. I'm going to do one more. Okay. There's a queen cell, a little one right there. I'm going to take it off because I don't want any queen cells in with her. In fact, I'm just going to take all this off right here. I need to smoke that and get them bees off of there. Okay, so we've artificially swarmed her over there. I'm going to set this right here just a second. And I'm going to take this frame here. All these nurse bees on here, I'm going to shank them into this nuke. So I need another honey frame. I'm going to try and get this one right here. We only got 2 frames of bees. I want a frame that doesn't have a lot of brood on it. Well, I want to go with this one. Okay, so what I've done, I created an artificial swarm on that original queen in there. So her swarm urge will go away now because she's in a new box without her big hive. All those capped swarm cells are on this frame number 4 here, so those will go ahead and emerge. And one of those virgin queens will make this hive a new queen. And I stopped the swarm and I won't lose all my bees. So I'm going to get 4 frames and replace up here and get that hive put back together and get the honey super put back on it. And as you can see, the bottom is really strong. So this hive will continue making honey throughout the rest of the nectar flow, and I won't lose out on a decent honey harvest from this here hive. So I'm going to get that box put back on there. And I'm going to get some more frames and put in right here. I don't want to move these right here because those swarm cells are on there, and if I move them around, I might break one or disturb what they got going on here. So I'll put 1 drawn out comb right here and 3 blanks. Okay, this frame I just put in there, all that cap brood was uncovered, and all these bees came up and covered it up. so that's a good thing. So I'm going to go ahead and I got my 3 blanks and 1 drawn. So I'm going to put the drawn right next to the bees so they can get on that and start working on it immediately and keep that brood covered. I'm just going to put these 3 blanks in here. They may not do anything with them this year, but later on in the year, in the fall, I might move them around a little bit. So I'm going to mark the year I put them in the hive. For future rotation and cleaning them out. After about 5 years of brood on a frame, you want to change it out because it has a lot of cocoons on it and the cells get small. All right, let's get this honey super back on there. So I've just made a queenless hive here. So I need to take good notes and note I need to come back and check this and make sure I see evidence of a queen. If not, I'll have to combine it with one of these nukes and get that queen in here so it doesn't get robbed out and die. So now they can continue putting honey in here. I'll bring a bucket down here and collect those drones for my chickens. They like them. Okay, we're going to place that nuke box down here. That's how we do an artificial swarm on a big hive. You catch the queen before she swarms, get her out of there, and let the swarm cells make a new queen. So that's it for hive number 20. I've got to do 24. I'm not going to video that because it's going to be the exact same process, and I doubt you want to see all that twice. So anyway, this little nuke here is a swarm I caught out of the redbud tree over there. One of my nukes that had a virgin queen in it, I couldn't find her, so this may be it over there. And there weren't many bees in it, so that may be what's going on here. But anyway, give me a thumbs up if you would, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And leave any comments down below if you got any questions or you just want to talk about something. That's cool. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Take care.